So, hi. It has been a long time. Not my fault, though. Not my fault. Today has been, like, the day from hell. Like, we had to go get G's social security card, which I can't get because I'm not her actual mother and I'm not a legal guardian, even though I'm her stepmother. And we were trying to go get her permit, but you can't have your permit without your social security card. You can't get your social security card without your state ID. I hate government. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Say hi, Charlie Brown. Oh, say I love you, Mom. Say hi, Jamie. Say hi, Jamie. Oh, he's just gonna be, I don't know what's going on. Charlie, can you go, buddy? Okay. I'm anxiously awaiting my edits from you, because I'm actually quite terrified that, you just say that you like it, but you really hate it. I will send you the stuff I have for Honeys, Good Time Fun, and oh my good lord, stop, you two. It's like having children. Anyway, so you wanted me to read. By the way, hell yes to you having a booth. Hell to the fucking yes. I will even work that motherfucker for you. And I'll work it good because I have skills. And why didn't you tell me Chad was prostituting? Dude, seriously? Is he wearing short shorts? Because he should show that off. Anyway, I'm just kidding. So you wanted me to read, so I picked one. I'm not going to be looking at the camera because I have to look at my computer screen to be able to read this stupid story. Well, prompt. And I hope you like the prompts that G and I sent you. I think they're pretty good. I want to read the stuff. Anyway, you have to read one of your prompts too. Oh, turn around, it's fair play. Anyway, so here we go. I have to admit, hell was nicer than I imagined, I thought while tugging at my necktie. Shannon glanced over at me and subtly rolled her eyes as her father droned on about the award he had just received. I didn't belong here, not in this fancy ballroom with all these fancy people. Most of the women in this room had on jewels that had on jewels that cost more than my parents made in a freaking year. But here I was, rubbing elbows with the rich white demons. The only angel in the place was Shannon. She was the black sheep of the family, not following her sister's footsteps and of becoming a trophy bride at 19. No, not my Shannon. She had told her family and her father to fuck off and had gone to college, gotten her nursing degree, and got a job. She lived in a small apartment above an Italian place. She always smelled faintly of antiseptic and garlic. I loved it and her. I loved her so much I was willing to dress in a nice suit and sit in a hot ballroom and listen to her father thank the chairman of the board. Chairman of the board. I snorted softly as I took a sip of the rich wine that was in front of my plate. If my brothers could just see me now, I would catch hell. Shannon and I met in the hospital. She was the first person I saw when I woke up from my motorcycle accident. I don't remember much from the accident, but I am told some old guy had a heart attack and swerved into my lane and hit me. Lost my place. The old man died. I didn't. I still struggled with that. That guy had kids. I'd been out of the oh God, I cannot read tonight. Dude, shit. Okay. Rewind. I don't remember much from the accident, but I had been told some old guy had a heart attack and swerved into my lane and hit me. The old guy died. I didn't. I still struggled with that. The guy had kids. I'd been out for the count for 2 weeks before I opened my eyes to Shannon leaning over me, checking my IV bag. The first thing I asked her was if she was an angel. She had thrown back her head and laughed, this big body laughed, and I was sunk. She spent the next 6 weeks bringing me back from the edge, and during that time, we became friends. I was out of the hospital for a week and couldn't get her out of my head, so I limped my ass back into the hospital with a ragged bunch of daisies and stumbled my way through asking her out. That was 2 years ago. To say her family was disappointed... That's my dogs. I hate my dogs. That's not true. I love my dogs. Stop it! I will beat you both with a rubber hose! Stop! Anyway, that was 2 years ago. To say her family was disappointed in her choice of a spouse was an understatement, but she didn't care, so neither did I. We put in our obligatory visits to her family and attended these events from time to time just to make sure her family saved face. Jeff just said we don't have a rubber hose. I'll find one! Anyway, it's just one more paragraph. I leaned back in my chair and tugged on my tie again. Shannon grabbed my hand when I dropped it back into my lap and tugged it over to her rounded belly and pressed my fingers to where our baby was kicking her. I leaned closer and grinned at her, ignoring everyone else. Yep, I thought, hell was nicer than I had imagined. There you go. Lots of interruptions. You have kids. You understand. It's kind of like having dogs. Only yours can talk. And mine can go potty outside. Well, yours probably could. Oh my gosh. Charlie, you want to say goodnight? Say goodnight. Oh, good night. Good night, Jamie. Good night.